Hello, Scorpio family and cross watchers. This is Bear's Touch Intuitive. Welcome. It is August 29th, and we have a full moon, blue moon in Pisces, I believe, tomorrow night. So today I'm just going to pull from the Shaman Oracle deck, the Thoth Tarot deck, and the Lenormand deck, and then we'll do a quote reading from the Red Book to tune in with our synchronicities, with what it is that we're letting go of on this full moon, with what it is that we want to bring in for our next manifestations. And I don't know about all of you, but I've been getting really good feelings from this full moon, especially just like letting go of old and starting a new chapter. So let's just jump right in. Thanks for being here. Okay, so quote today: "He who never lives his animal must treat his brother like an animal. Abase yourself and live your animal so that you will be able to treat your brother correctly. You will thus redeem all those roaming dead who strive to feed on the living. And do not turn anything you do into a law, since that is the hubris of power." Well, that's awesome. So that quote essentially gets at the heart of what shadow work is and why we do it. Carl Jung believed firmly that if we don't do the shadow work or integrate our shadows, then our shadows rule us. And then, you know, you're walking around judging people for their mistakes and what it is that they do wrong, while also just wearing those mistakes of your own, like, firmly on your sleeve without even being aware of them. So this is also an indicator of, like, what it means to go with the flow. Sometimes, you know, the things that we suppress, they tend to rule us, right? That's the idea. And getting in tune with your animal nature and not living by anything that's necessarily law, it like shows what it means to be an adaptable person living in the moment. Our animal natures are a part of us, and I think that in, you know, the modern world, we've really gotten away from that instinct that like wants to be, I want to say pleasured, like wants to feel pleasure and wants to eat good food and like live a good life, and maybe it's, I don't know, as Scorpios again, like we're kind of like the last reading yesterday was about being in the jungle still and like expecting war and stuff, and maybe you're learning to embrace some of that more Taurian energy of like opening the fridge and just feeling good about knowing that there's food there, you know. Anyway, let's get into it. That's just a wonderful beginning read. What do we have for Scorpio today? Bringing in the energy of this full moon. Yummy coffee. What do we need to know for Scorpio today? Spirit, please protect this reading. The sun wants to come out. Okay, this is it. Oh, this one too? This one too. Okay, that's it. And death at the bottom. 10. Maybe we'll take that. We'll just leave the deck face up. So what I'm seeing, a couple of these cards came out in a reading the other day. There's somebody, like a maybe fair-minded man or person who's the ruler of some sort of like household or institution, or the head of an institution, who has been enlightened to something regarding your luck, finances, or someone else's. 2 is the number here for partnership, so there's something maybe occurring between you and someone else, or that did occur between you and someone else. With 2 women here and 1 man, it could be like a third-party situation. I don't know, but what I'm seeing here is that maybe even if it is a third-party situation, there's communication to you from this other party, or about this other party, that's bringing in the key to your moving on. 33 might be significant. You might be 33. 5 is the number of change, involving like our family tree or our lineage. The garden. Oh, this isn't the garden. This is the crossroads. So you're able to like basically choose your own path. Choose your own adventure, Scorpio. And then this stork here standing on one leg with this woman indicates, like, to me, this is coming out as liminal spaces again. There's something about the places in between, or like the things that go unsaid. It's like that's what is bringing this message in for you. There's like information missing from a situation that occurred, especially regarding like your lineage, your luck, or finances, or your housing's like stability, that's been maybe kept from you. And there's something that hasn't been said that's like where the key information is, and you're going to be able to see that. This new moon, or full moon rather, in the blue full moon in Pisces, I heard it described recently as a key to being able to unlock the door to a new threshold of your existence. So basically this like lineage pattern, all of this BS with like maybe a third party, whatever luck or bad luck maybe you had before, and whatever you were in the dark about, that's all coming to light, and you have the key to move on to a new existence. Also with this number 10 here, the scythe and death, this like sort of trickster energy is like 10 is the number of completion, and then the scythe of course is like indicative of death and the Scorpio energy, but it has these hay bales associated with it also. And the hay, or the grass, or the wheat, whichever, is the harvest. So there's an energy of like bringing all of this to an end, but you're harvesting the rewards, you're reaping the rewards from that, and this is bringing you a new beginning. Spirit, what can we say about this situation for Scorpio today? Please clarify and bring an overall energy to this reading. The ghost dance. This has come up before. 22, 22, 22. Wow. You might be seeing 222, 333, 123, 4, 5. Okay. So all of those are out as synchronicities for you, angel numbers. This indicates partnership, but also unity of the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. The ghost dance is a tradition wherein we dance with our community to align with the souls of those who have passed on, or those who come before, those who will come after as well. It's like basically that liminal spaces idea of being able to commune with the other side. So you might literally be embracing a new ability of your own to be able to commune with the other side, and whatever came before you, like maybe you were in a community where that wasn't acceptable, or the idea of communing with the other side was like not, I don't know, religiously acceptable in your community, and this is coming down to you as like an ancestral inheritance. I'm seeing the child reversed. So you're maturing in this capability, and you're being able to the child reverse, you're being able to heal like your wounded inner child. Essentially this is going to heal your wounded inner child. And there's maybe a part of you that as a child, and I think this goes for basically anybody who was raised in a tradition that was designed, I want to say, to negate self-care, or designed to make you feel like fear of spirit rather than like an integration with, or respect for spirit. This is telling me that you're becoming very aware of the fact that spirit is like real. Spirit has your back. You're in your, this is your key. Your 33 is also the age that Jesus was when he died on the cross. And something came up the other day where somebody was like having their sort of come to Jesus moment, where instead of feeling like the fear of God necessarily, like there's like more of an understanding of like who Jesus was as a person, and how his teachings have been manipulated and we're not really like even looking. A lot of the time, what Christianity practices today isn't the same Christianity that he was practicing. So you may be very much like undoing any like religious or spiritual manipulations that harmed your inner child or made you feel like you had to grow up too quickly, and instead like you're healing that inner child and coming to a place of reverence for your ancestors, for the divine, and for spirit. That's pretty clear. Okay, I'm gonna put away the Lenormand. That was really lovely. And we'll just, I think, pull a few, like a past, present, future read. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so what are we looking at for Scorpio in the coming week? Past, present, future. Spirit. What are we looking at for Scorpio in the coming week? So this is like basically the turning of the key is going to open a door for you during this full moon. And I want to understand like what energy we should be focusing on for this full moon and where to put that. If any of this resonates with you and you're liking my content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps get the video out there. Thank you so much, lovely Scorpio family. This one wants to come out. Disappointment, science again. So these were in yesterday's reading. 65. Valor. 7 of Wands and Prudence reversed. Sun in Virgo. The Tower. Okay. Yeah, so again, this is just like you basically. I've never pulled the Tower from this specific deck since it was gifted to me. So I'm really excited to see this card here right now. You might be really just like letting go of, this says maybe an Aquarius figure in your life, or letting something fall and witnessing it is what's coming through. Valor, it might be taking courage. You might be requiring creative courage at the moment because you're being encouraged to like go on a new creative endeavor or to embrace some spiritual fire. We had the child 7. Yeah, this is you being able to like embrace your inner child, to like create and give yourself like nurturing. And Prudence reversed, your 8 of Pentacles reversed. You might be dealing with a Virgo. We've got disappointment. And then I think we're going to just clarify with tarot. This one wants to slide out right here. Completion. Yeah, okay. So you're completing a cycle that came through in the Lenormand read. Aries. Scorpio. So I think what this is telling me is that you're transmuting whatever disappointments you've felt about the ending that you've gone through into you're reaping the rewards. That's this 8 of Pentacles reversed, into like excitement. I want to say excitement for 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, okay. So this Aries, this completion, this King of Pentacles reversed, this is basically you giving your power for happiness over to anyone or anything else, especially in the 3D world. So maybe you practiced relationship before, either spiritually, romantically, or in a communally, where you like required validation or looked for validation or happiness by giving to others. And this has only led you to disappointment with this like 5 of Cups, but the Pentacles reverse. Yeah, now you're in the Empress temperance energy, receiving and transmuting your works, realizing that you've done enough. And King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you've done enough. This cycle is completed. Like, you are starting to view yourself as like the authority over your life, in such a way that you're actually finding it to be like exciting. Like, it's a little bit more playful. Knight of Cups. It's a little bit more playful than maybe you expected. It's a lot lighter than the energy I've been feeling in our past readings. Like, you're actually allowing yourself to move into a space of like your Ten of Pentacles, your Temperance, your Empress. The Knight of Cups is an emotional offer. He always comes to me as like the lover. So you might be attracting somebody who is giving you a love offer, and it's literally just from being in this receptive energy where you're open to having your Ten of Pentacles, because you're accepting that you've done the work instead of like feeling like it needs to always be super, super difficult. Nine of Cups. So with this Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, there may be somebody else. Either you were giving them your power or they were sort of holding back, especially with something material, and especially perhaps even with, I want to say their emotions, but this guy strikes me as somebody who's overindulgent with the Nine of Cups reverse. Usually when he's upright, it's like he's indulging, but he's a happy sort of figure. But this person might be somebody who was overindulgent and withholding these pentacles from you while doing the work. Yeah, and they're trying not to like give them up, but you're being encouraged to understand that your part of this fight is like over, whatever it is. And yeah, this person's kind of stuck in their Eight of Swords energy. You've had the blindfold taken off. You've cut yourself free. This is what's coming with this full moon energy. Knight of Wands comes out sideways. So you might be, this Knight of Wands energy sideways with the Empress and Ten of Pentacles. Like, it strikes me, especially with Temperance here, as you wielding your sort of like creative, spiritual, even sexual like power, like your sacral chakra and root chakra, and your like third chakra, your solar plexus chakra. Those are aligned. And the Tower reversed. Yeah, aligning your like your root, base, and your sacral chakra, your willpower, essentially with the divine's will, is going to bring you into a space of alignment, temperance. This Prudence reverse, like basically Ten of Pentacles, abundance. This person that you've been dealing with is probably experiencing a tower. You're seeing this tower that's occurred for you not as a tower at all anymore. You're like, oh wow, that was like actually really exciting, which sort of came up in our reading yesterday. Page of Swords is somebody who is also wielding authority over their own life, but maybe trying to wield authority over yours, especially with this Seven of Wands. Sorry, he's looking towards the Seven of Wands like, oh my gosh, now I have to be on the defensive. This is a new position for whatever person you're dealing with here. All right, so I want to know what's coming specifically in the future for Scorpio, because while this is a full moon reading, I feel like full moon readings, they often are, the energy for full moons is kind of, it's lunar, so it's a little bit chaotic and scattered. So we'll just do a few more of these. I think these Gaia Oracle cards, I love these cards. Yeah, they feel all slippery and like ready to send some messages to Scorpio today, please, Spirit. This one wants to come out. The Counselor, 12 of Cups, 12 of Water, reversed. 3 of Wands. Oh shit, that's way too many. child. It's also, so something definitely about inner child healing. I saw a chakra alignment on the bottom, and aligning your root chakra with your truth, like coming fully into your truth, which may involve writing, or channeling in some way, journaling, researching the occult. This person's holding a key around their neck as well, so this might literally be the key that was here in your Lenormand pull. The key of this full moon is divining sacred knowledge from books, or writing your own knowledge down and studying, taking up a new course of study. There's a mortar and pestle on this card as well, so you might, I don't know, be into herbalism or something like that, cooking. So the counselor, okay. All right, so yeah, the counselor reversed is, he's flanked by these like two whales down here. And this throat chakra, this is somebody who is not listening to their intuition. They could have potentially have had some sort of wish fulfillment, or hope for some with you in some way, and they aren't listening to their intuition. And it's because they're stuck in their projections, and you've managed to heal from your own projections. So this person's stuck in like narcissism, basically, or I don't know. Narcissism is what came up with this card. A man looking into a mirror by the water is just, it screams narcissist, but it could also just be somebody who was like projecting onto you what they thought that they wanted you to be, instead of like actually seeing you. And you're coming out in your truth on a new adventure here. Queen of Water, yeah. So you're in your queen energy here. You're being empathetic. It's not like you're being unkind about this situation. You are able to hold your emotions, you're caring, and see the situation for what it is, and you're healing. And maybe your journey of healing is bringing you into this, again, here's these frogs with that liminal spaces sort of message. Frogs can go from, you know, they're amphibious. They go from being in the water to on the land. And this person here is maybe figuring out what they want and coming in with like a message for you, but I'm getting the message that that's coming a little bit too late, with you having already begun your new journey. Anything else for Scorpios here? This person is healing, and they also have this staff with the pentagram on top and different symbols on it. So definitely arcane knowledge in some way, shape, or form. There's 3 frogs, so frogs might be journey. Yeah, this person's, oh, there's 3 cards here. Faith. This person has awakened to some sort of faith. You've awakened this person, perhaps. Or you awakened to faith, and that's why you're not in the situation you were in anymore. But this person you've been dealing with, who's kind of in their projections, their narcissism, they've been awakened. They are figuring out what they want, and they're doing this with faith. Maybe you lost faith in a person as well. Anything else for Scorpio? The youth. Because of an inner child, this sort of figure has come up a lot in the last couple of days as well, like a youthful masculine figure. So you might have a son, you might have been dealing with somebody who's like in their youthful masculine, and like wasn't mature enough for this like connection, whether it was a family connection, a friendship, romance, business partnership. All I can say is it looks like they're doing the emotional work, and they're on a new journey towards faith, which is good. But for you, you keep up with your healing, focus on your 10 of Pentacles, focus on this new journey. What is this new journey? The Queen of Earth. It's getting grounded. It's grounding your spiritual work, your shadow work, your integrations, your occult work into like a streamlined process so that your life is sort of a reflection of the divine. So that's what I have for you today, Scorpios. If you liked this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I'll link that in the description box below. You can only do so on my Etsy. Otherwise, you can also donate on Patreon if you would like to. And let me know if there's something on Patreon you'd like to see. I'd like to put up like another tier that gives some sort of reward there. So thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.